All right, and we're here to learn more from old friend of mine, Miss Moore. Tell us about this wonderful solution.
Yes, so today we are just educating women about the dangers of conventional pads and tampons, and also talking about how to improve your menstrual health and how to improve your vaginal health. Ladies, you don't have to suffer through your period. You don't have to have cramps. You don't have to have heavy bleeding, long cycles. You don't have to just pop ibuprofen and have to take other medication like birth control to have a positive menstrual experience. We have something called Sanitary Napkins, 100% cotton. They are super absorbent, and they actually improve your cycle experience. So, my friend Crystal has gone through a lot of different stations. She learned about the pad. They dissected the pad for her, did a demonstration. She learned about all the toxic chemicals in pads and tampons. So now I'm going to talk about what do you do after you change to a healthy pad.
All right.
What happens beyond the pads? How do you have a great menstrual health and vaginal health after you get out of those toxic pads and tampons?
So let us know.
Okay, so I got a few questions for you before I give you information. First question, do you think douching is safe for the vagina?
No, absolutely not.
That is correct.
Please stop douching, please, people.
Douches have a lot of toxic chemicals in there that are not only harmful for your vaginal canal and your uterus, but also throw off your pH balance. So ladies, nothing goes in the vagina. It is
Self-cleaning.
Self-cleaning organism, has its own ecosystem. You don't need it. Okay. What about tampons? Are tampons safe to use?
No, I learned that they have toxins and they block of natural flow, and you should not be using tampons.
That is correct. Now I know a lot of people have these all natural ones. They're 100% cotton. They're organic. They don't have bleach in them. They say it's safe, but guess what, ladies? It goes against the flow. Your vagina during your monthly cycle is meant to remove all of that uterine lining, the bacteria, any type of microorganisms that are in there. All that's supposed to flow out. When you wear a tampon, you are blocking the flow. So where is it going to go? Some of it does get absorbed into the tampon, but the rest gets reabsorbed back into your system. That's a no-no.
And these are things your body is naturally trying to detox. Absolutely. Okay.
What about this question? Should a woman try to get rid of all her vaginal bacteria?
No.
That is correct. You should not. Because the vagina also contains beneficial bacteria. So you want to have a healthy balance of bacteria and yeast in your vagina. Anytime there's an imbalance, let's say you have more yeast than bacteria. Now we got yeast infections. Let's say you have more bacteria than yeast. Now we have women with bacterial vaginosis and other issues. So you always want to have a healthy balance between the two. Which leads me to the fact that a lot of times when we get sick, what our doctors always want to prescribe us? Antibiotics. Antibiotics kill all the bacteria, the good and the bad.
Yep, you have to ask for something for a yeast infection when you get it.
Exactly. So be very careful of that. You know, challenge your doctor because you don't always need an antibiotic, okay? So there's other means. What about this question? Does diet and exercise affect vaginal health?
Yes.
Yes, it does. You always want to drink lots of water. You want to be mindful of sugary drinks because sugar feeds yeast in your body. You also want to be mindful of the hard liquor that you drink because that can affect the pH balance of your system as well. Also, something that's very good for your vagina is raspberries, strawberries, and pineapples. Very good. So one of the things that I am going to give you, did you get a little bag?
No.
Okay, I'm going to make sure you get one, is some raspberry leaf tea.
All right.
So this improves your vaginal health, also improves with helps with cramping as well. And what about the normal pH range for the vagina? What do you think? You think it's more acidic? You think it's neutral? You think it's more alkaline or basic?
I'm gonna have to say probably acidic.
That is correct. Normal pH range of the vagina is 3.8 to 4.5. Ladies, you want to be careful when you are sexually active. Be mindful of the lubricants and the condoms that are being used. Also, make sure to remember that sperm is actually alkaline, so it will throw off your pH. So just be mindful of that as well. And my last question: what type of feminine wash should a woman use?
I would say none.
Okay.
Because it is a natural cleaning organism. But I absolutely know no soap.
Right. So if you have really, like you said, the vagina cleans itself, so you really don't need soap in the vagina. We're not talking about the vulva, which is the outside that you actually see. We're talking about the inside, the vagina. You don't need any type of soap, anything in there. Now, if you just have to use something, of course, something that's very mild and unscented.
Unscented.
No scented soaps, no scented bath bombs, no scented bubble bath. What else do people use? Whatever else y'all people
Is that particularly for younger girls who are starting, or just all?
Everybody,
okay.
Everybody, because a lot of those things do contain toxic chemicals, and they also throw off the pH balance. One of the things that I am going to give you as well as a little gift, this is an all-natural soap. It's made out of apple cider vinegar, rosemary, and honey, which is going to help balance your pH level. So if you just have to, wash down there, just wash with this right here. That's going to make sure it keeps your pH in balance.
Perfect.
And I'll put your tea in here as well.
Awesome.
And I'm going to also give you another handout. So this basically says, now that I've switched to a healthy pad, now what? So here are some tips for vulva and vaginal care. So it just talks about some things to do, in terms of the different products to use, and things to avoid. Of course, the type of underwear to wear and how to wash them. Even you have to be mindful of your laundry detergent and your fabric softener, because a lot of those have chemicals in it that could irritate you and throw off your pH. So you got to be careful of that. Just talks about some things for good body health. Some tips for diet. Adding a probiotic is very, very good for you. We also have some other things in there. Making sure you stay current with your health screening. Make sure you have your routine pap smears and your annual exams. We already talked about the antibiotics. And then with sanitary napkins, just talking about how often you should change them to make sure you stay clean and dry and you don't have bacterial growth down there.
And the jfmj.org, is that more information? Can you order from there?
So the JFMJ stands for Justice for My Jewel. That is the name of the campaign. So it talks about why we are doing this, the mission that we have about educating women about how to take care of their vagina, how to improve their menstrual health. And it just talks about all the great things that we're doing with our campaign. If you would like to order the Jewel Pass, they are available on June 1st.
Yeah.
Saturday. And you can go to saveourjewels.com.
Awesome. And Tiara will be at the Melanated Pearl event on June 1st, so you can talk to her more, as well as possibly get some samples yourself.
Yes.
So thank you so much for informing us.
Thank you.